The real is back. The Ville is back. Flow Bananas here. Peel this back. What's up? My name is Chris with the K, baby. You know me, or KalesDad. That boy, Jermaine. J. Cole has finally broken silence. Not only today did he drop a trailer for The Fall Off, but he now just dropped a track. So we're gonna react to both things. Though I have seen the trailer already, let's just watch it together. Get some people in the chat, get their reaction to everything, and then we're gonna get into the new track and break down some of the bars. All right, so first off, let's react to the announcement trailer that J. Cole dropped. What's up, Liam?
Everything is supposed to go away eventually. You see this especially in like show business with famous actors or like musicians. And it's like, oh, this guy used to be famous and then he fell off. What happened? And they want to point to
W. Waffle House
and this, and they made some sort of mistake. Instead of thinking that, look, it's kind of crazy they got famous in the first place. So few people reach that level.
Which is really true.
Of course, it's not going to last forever because somebody else has to take that spot. And that's how show business has been since forever. But no, they always want to say, oh, that guy fell off. They want to look down on him for just going through the natural cycle of rising and falling.
And you know it's gonna sound like some classic stuff. You already know. Oof. The 2-6. I'm so excited for this, man. I'm very excited for this as well. Of course, I know it's just a trailer, so I'm not gonna break it down too crazy, but what was being said in that trailer, I think, is a big part of, especially like black music. Well, not black music, but music made by black people. There's always like this whole thing of like, oh, you fell off, and not this conversation about like the longevity of the career, how well the person did in their career, everything they did. Like, you know, folks for some reason like they forget about legacy, and I don't understand that. I could never understand that, because there's so much that a lot of these people have done for us. There's so much that a lot of these people have done for like our communities and like how we've felt over the years. Like, think about how many songs that J. Cole has made. Think of, not even just J. Cole, think about any artist at all that has made music, and maybe they've stopped making music, but what that did for you when you first heard it, your emotions, how that changed you. I know that there's a lot of Drake slander on the channel because he deserves it, but Drake has come out with music that at a certain point in time, I needed to hear it. And I enjoyed what he had to offer and what he, you know, lent to the game. Now that I've like matured and, you know, have actually grown up, there are songs that are too repetitive for me. There are songs that I'm like, oh, well, you know, this doesn't really hit me in a way that it used to. But now artists like J. Cole, what people call a rapper's rapper, folks who tap into their lyrical ability and they're actually very good at doing it, it's always something to behold, and I always love to hear it. If you're not at the top, you're nothing. I think that's like a very, and that's so weird because folks always say things like that and they don't understand that you can apply that to yourself, because you're not in the public eye. You're not out here like this. Folks like us, like content creators and entertainers, we are constantly in the public eye. So me giving my opinion on literally anything, I can get scrutinized by anybody, but I usually get scrutinized by no face people. I usually get scrutinized by people who don't even have like the same amount of following as me. Not to say that that matters, but the people who don't have the same amount of following as me or the same amount of traction as me, they'll say things like, well, who are you? Who are you to speak on this? And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm an artist. I'm in music. I've made music before. So like that doesn't make sense to say that when you have never made music and you are not in the public eye and you don't know what that feels like. A piece of advice that I heard going into this year that is huge for me is stop listening to people that have never been where you're trying to go. And that's locked in here. So first off, it's The Fall Off Disc 2, Track 2. There's gonna be 2 discs? For the past 10 years, this album has been handcrafted with one intention, a personal challenge to myself to create my best work, to do on my last what I was unable to do on my first. I had no way of knowing how much time, focus, and energy it would eventually take to achieve this, but despite the countless challenges along the way, I knew in my heart I would one day get to the finish line. I owed it first and foremost to myself, and secondly, I owed it to hip-hop. The Fall Off, J. Cole. Jermaine. That shows dedication. Things like this show a level of maturity that a lot of artists don't have.
Yeah. How I see it.
I love these shots.
Yeah. Listen. I persevered through the worst. My thirst to adhere is a curse. My life, I see it in reverse. I first appeared in a hearse. The driver steered to the church. My grandkids carried the coffin to the altar as they burst into tears from their shirts. The tears rise to the sides of their face.
Ooh, let me tell you this. Ooh, this shot is fire. Ooh, I love how they did this. Let's go back. I'm sorry, my bad. But that shot is just insane.
To the altar as they burst into tears from their shirts. The tears rise to the sides of their face and into their eyes is piercing where hurt. Fast forward 60 years, I got verse of the year. My purpose is clear as to murk. Whoever dare flirt with death, the best alive. And what you now hear is the work. The inspiration was rare and in spurts, but when it's there, I'm immersed. My experience of being a parent dispersed. Watching my son disappear as I stare at his birth. And he returns to the womb, wifey stomach growing greater in girth. What
he said at the beginning is what he's doing throughout the song. He's rapping his life as he sees it in reverse. I love storytelling like this. It's a beautiful process. Let's go back a little bit and then continue.
The inspiration was rare and in spurts, but when it's there, I'm immersed. My experience of being a parent.
The inspiration was rare and in spurts, but when it's there, I'm immersed. When I tell you that is so true for all artists, bro. Because sometimes we are continuously searching for inspiration, but sometimes you just have to do it. Like you just have to put yourself into that mode. You have to get yourself there. People who are like, yo, I want to go to the gym. I want to look better. I want to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym. And there are those days where you don't want to go. Those days right there are the most important because that's when you need to do it. You need to motivate yourself. No one is going to come save you. No one is going to do it for you, especially if you don't have like a workout partner or accountability partner. You have to do that. You have to see that in yourself to do it. And so I feel that line like tenfold, you know?
My experience of being a parent dispersed. Watching my son disappear as I stare at his birth. And he returns to the womb, wifey stomach growing greater in girth. And then declining every time we come here to the nurse. With each day that passes, I can feel my career coming first. Do I?
So editing Chris here, on re-listening to this as I was editing it, that man just said, do I, which was the reverse of I do. Literally what he's doing in this song is reversing his whole life. And he was just talking about his wife being pregnant and then their marriage. And then he said, do I? Fantastic lyricism.
Took the wedding ring off her finger and now I'm single. Walking up the aisle backwards to an era of dirt. Falling clubs tipsy with a bitch I see clear through a skirt. The cameras be snapping, blogs be yapping, so I'm careful alert. Walking to my section, whisper right in my ear. We flirt, we part ways. I see her from a distance, she stares with a smirk. Cheers to the perks with the squad. We live for the search of new hoes. Lusty, quick to fuck me, unaware of they worth. We lead the club, drive to the show, and I swear that it's turnt. It all begins with encore cheers from those wearing my merch. Fast forward 3 years of rehearsal, losing, winning, bank account thinning, income streams nowhere near as diverse. And though I'm blessed, I see me stressing from hearing the chirps of naysayers who only days later I don't care to convert. On cloud 9.
Oof. Oh man, I love stuff like that. That man basically just said all that noise in my ear, all these people, all these doubters, and I cared so much about changing their minds. At this point, I was like, I don't care no more. I'm just gonna do me. Love that.
On cloud 9, now signed to my hero, one of the so-called kings of this rap thing that I swear to usurp. Decade later, mama cut on the cable. My motivation to be greater ends the moment I appear in a purse. I'm growing shorter, pampered.
I'm not gonna lie. I know that he's talking about being like signed to Jay-Z, but this shot right here reminds me of Friday Night Lights. How he's sitting up there. If you like flip that upside down, you know, maybe I'm reaching though.
Decade later, mama cut on the cable. My motivation to be greater ends the moment I appear in a purse. I'm growing shorter, pampers cover my hindquarters. I watch my father walk back in my life and it clears up a hurt I couldn't explain. Mama gives me my name, then hands me over to the doctor and I watch as my spirit reverts.
Ooh.
Then I'm no longer here on this earth. I'm no longer here on this earth. That's how I see it.
Incredible.
I'm gonna come in.
Fall off is inevitable, and he's not wrong. Oh, what's this?
Who the fuck is you? 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 Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Out the way, it's a real nigga coming through. Come view the style of the unibrow Unabomber who maneuver through the drama with the suit up.
Oh, that's tough. Also, Unabomber is another song that J. Cole came out with.
And I'm here, fuego, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Check the stats. You know, I know a little bit about the Cole brothers. I love this shot right here. These things that are in like this picture, like what he was doing, the space he was in, also calling to his passion as well. The artistry and the athleticism, him being in college, everything that he went through doing that, you know, there's so much to unpack in this video, but I love the way that he executed this. Oh, you could pre-order the vinyl? And see this picture too, it makes me think, because of like that little tear on the side, it slick feels like a callback to the Pusha T album that had infrared on it, where they took the picture of Whitney Houston's bathroom. But I know that most likely it's just because this is an older picture. I don't know if this was in Fayetteville or if this was where they were making beats when he went to New York. I don't know which one, but it's one of them. I feel like it gotta be one of them, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do like a full breakdown of this because I felt like it was pretty straightforward, and everything he was rapping and what he was talking about, just listening to him speak on himself, even the version of himself that doesn't exist yet, I feel like that comes from having a clear vision of who you are and what you want and how you feel like you want your life to go. I think J. Cole has done a lot in spades. I know we were all really upset about him not being in that rap battle and him kind of bowing out. As a J. Cole fan, I understood. As a rap fan, seeing a three-way rap beef with the three biggest people in rap would have been spectacular. So yes, I understand. Some folks say that he can't talk any mess. They say that he can't talk crap on a track, talking about other rappers and how he could best them, which he did have a line for that in here too. But for me, I'm like, yes, he can. He's still one of the top MCs. Just because he didn't go against one other person or two other people doesn't mean he's not still one of the best MCs that we have out today. I'm not taking all of his accolades away because of one inaction. That doesn't make any sense to me. We love a good retrospective, very good storytelling. The director and SFX artist ate. They absolutely did. I greatly enjoyed this, and Cole, I'm definitely looking forward to the fall off. Right here is another video if you want to see that. I do gameplays and I react to music. Over here, you can subscribe here, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what you thought about this down below in the comments. I respond to all comments, even people who argue with me sometimes. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.